Hey guys, it's Chris from Highline Guitars, and here's this week's quick tip for luthiers. You know, most of the time when we're building electric guitars that are to be equipped with single coil pickups, we have to be really concerned about external electrical interference making its way into the signal. And so what we do is we typically will line the control cavities and the area around the pickups with copper foil. And then we make sure that that copper foil is grounded so that it can actually work as a shield. However, there is one other technique that you should consider as well, and this also works not only on single coil guitars, but it also works really well on humbucker guitars, and that is the use of shielded wiring on our signal wires. It's not as big of an issue on ground wires, so you don't really have to be too concerned with that. But on any wire that's carrying the signal, you want to make sure that it's shielded. And there's a couple of different styles of wiring that we can use. You can use this braided steel pushback wire, and all you have to do is solder the outer casing to the back of one of your pots, assuming your pots are grounded, and that will ground the shielding and protect it from outside interference. Another type of wire that's popular to use is multi-conductor wiring, and most of your braided steel wire has only one conductor on the inside, so this can only carry the signal to one component or from one component to another. With multi-conductor, you have anywhere from 2 to 8 separate wires on the inside, each of which can carry a different signal from one component to another. And it's wrapped in a thin metal foil shield, which is conductive, and running through the shielding is on the inside is a braided bare wire. And by grounding this bare wire, because it's in contact with the foil, it grounds the foil, and that in turn shields your conductors from outside interference. So you want to make sure that the wiring that carries a signal is going to be some kind of shielded wiring, and you got to make sure that that shielding is grounded properly, and it will work really well to help reduce that electrical interference that is so common, especially with everything being electrical today. We've got all different kinds of lighting. You have different quality of wiring in the walls. You've got televisions, all sorts of different kinds of electrical equipment. And all it takes is for one not to have a good ground, and you're going to hear the noise in your guitar. So copper shielding is useful when it's a single coil, and grounded, shielded wiring in your signal wires works really well regardless of whether it's a single coil or a humbucker. So, and one last thing, you obviously have to make sure that the guitar is properly grounded, and that all your shielding options are connected to that ground. So you have to make sure that you have a good ground coming off your jack to either the back of your pots or to a ground bus in the control cavity of your guitar. And then of course the wiring that your amp is plugged into the wall has to be grounded properly as well. So once you've done all that, there's no reason why you can't have a guitar that has no outside electrical interference, that will only produce the sound of the music you're playing. So until next week, take care, and we will see you soon.